Hey everybody, how's it going? My name's Castig, and I have a loud voice, so I know you guys, hope you can hear me, and you guys have your headphones on, and it's clear, and I'm not overpowering you. I was told this was a workshop, so I also teach at Columbia University, so I'm used to walking around and like kind of cold calling on people, so you guys ready for that? I would love to involve who's ever here in a bit of like polling, a little feedback, because what we're trying to do at Console is take Bitcoin and crypto to the next 10 million people through social, and I would really love your feedback. And if you're a builder, we're going to be opening up our API. I'd love to know who would want to build on Console what we're doing. And if you're an enterprise company, we're also working with Web3 companies because they have their own unique set of challenges for managing customer support, for security, for privacy. You want me back on the stage? I'm going to get back on the stage and do what I was told. All right, we're better? All right, we're happy. I'm lucky there's some direction. I would have been walked the room. So the first question I have is, how many people in this room have sent or received Bitcoin today? Hands up. You know, 1, and 2, we got 3. Tell me, what did you send or receive it for? Yeah, you, right? Yeah. Yeah. You're a crypto trader. Okay. How many people have sent or received it in the past week, just to get a sense? Same hands if it was today, it would still apply. 1, 2, 3. So like 20% of the biggest Bitcoin conference in London of people have sent it in the past week, right? And of those people who sent it, what was your name? Chris, me too. All right. Chris sent it because you're a Bitcoin trader. Who sent it because they wanted to like pay a friend after you had dinner and you wanted to split the bill? Did anyone do that? Or pay for a bill? Or anything beyond just like speculative, I hope the money goes up? Please, yeah. What was the use case? Okay, so rewards for stacking. It's also very like finance things, right? So Larry, who's here, flew all the way from Hong Kong, told me a really interesting story. Actually, he didn't tell it to me. He wrote it in a blog and then sent me the blog, but you can read it as well. And he was at dinner with about 8 people who are probably at this conference building wallets, like at the forefront of this. And after dinner, they asked, Larry was like, hey, we're a bunch of Bitcoiners. Let's split the bill with Bitcoin or Lightning. And 6 of the 8 just couldn't do it. They didn't have the right wallet on their phone. They didn't know the other person's address. It was a bit of a mess. And more or less, they ended up just splitting it with like Venmo or N26 or one of those, I forget. And I think that's a common problem because we're here for I'm here, I've been in this space for like 6 years, so I think I really believe in the mission of sovereign money, of changing financial systems, and at the same time, I'm just trying to have like a really hard look at what we're all doing and the possibility for bringing this to people beyond here and bringing it more quickly, you know? And my argument for how we do that is in part like just talking to more people, but I think it happens through social. Because finance is always social. Finance is always social. If you are sending and receiving money, there's another person or a bot, but there is some kind of connection. And in this space, I feel that we take for granted the social graph that we have in our day-to-day lives, whether it's on Facebook or Instagram, whether it's on social, whether it is when we pay someone with an email. You maybe haven't thought about it, but your phone number links you as part of a social graph. Your phone number links you as part of a social graph. When you join a new app, if you join Signal, Signal brings in all your phone numbers. If you join a lot of different apps that are social, like TikTok, you're friends with this person who you went on a Hinge date with 4 years ago. You want to watch their videos? We have these social graphs, and I don't feel like we're using them. And using the existing social graphs like phone numbers is one thing, but there's very little talk about recreating new social graphs. And so that's what we're trying to do at Console. We're trying to bring Bitcoin and crypto to millions of more people by thinking of our crypto address as something more than a crypto address. So I'm going to share with you a bit today of what we're building, how we would love to encourage builders as we open up our API to potentially take advantage of our social graph that we'll be opening up, and then answer any questions, because I think we all come with a lot of different philosophies on a range of complete decentralized social Satoshization, I don't know, all the way to like, I just want to be able to pay with this at dinner. And I think somewhere in between there is where Console is fitting in. We want to be able to bridge and bring this to more people. So that's what we're building at Console. We've been building for 2 years. The app's live in the iPhone and Android store. I'm going to show you a bit of a preview. And by the end of this talk, you'll find out how to get your proof of attendance NFT, if you didn't already, for the event. So I'll tell you how to get that. And then also, I'm going to announce 2 features on Console today that will allow you to use your Bitcoin address for something that was never before possible till today. So that will come, but let me get there. Give me 1 second. OK, so what is this? All right, I'm going to do the professor thing again, but maybe I'm going to call on somebody. You have very welcoming eyes. What is this? It's an address. It's a wallet address, right? Yeah, OK, we all agree. Anybody disagree that that's not a wallet address? OK, it's mine, and if you want to send me some Bitcoin, go for it. So this is a wallet address, right? I see this as so much more. When we talk about that social graph, this wallet address that you have is disassociated from most of your social graph. If you wanted to pay me right now, I would have to show you this crazy long address, right? Or maybe you knew me already, or maybe I put it on my Twitter, but it's hard to find your social graph. It's not as easy as at the end of dinner tonight saying, hey, I'm going to pay everybody. You don't have access to that social graph. Does anybody know what that is? Does anybody know if you do that on your computer what you see? If somebody has a computer, type that in, tell me what you see. And I apologize. What is that? Zuckerberg. So if you go to this URL, I'll just do it quickly. If you go to this URL and you click up here, there you go. So that's what happens. It's Mark Zuckerberg's Facebook page. Why am I showing you Mark Zuckerberg's Facebook page? It's number 4. And why do you think that URL goes there? Well, anyone that's a programmer here probably knows that behind all of the addresses that we use on the internet, there's a number that represents your ID, right? And we are using these IDs. His is number 4 because he was one of the first people at Facebook, right? If you go to 1, 2, and 3, it just is dead. My guess is he was trying to use them, and he deleted the records in the database. But here, he took 4. He's number 4. We each have a number in a record in a database that represents each of us. Whether you're paying with your phone, whether you're an email, somewhere you are a number in a database. We have this amazing technology now, this Bitcoin address, and it allows us to own whatever assets are at that. And we think of it as finance, but we don't think of it as social. Finance is always social. So bringing the social graph to this Bitcoin address, connecting it with other Bitcoin addresses, allows us a really powerful opportunity. And that's what we're building at Console. We're building an app for simple, curated communities, and starting with chat as a way to build your social graph and build your community. It came out of a pain that I had, which is just that Discord and Telegram, this shocked me, but there is about 1 billion people across these 2 apps. And I'm not sure about if you've had the experience of welcoming someone onto your Discord community, but if they're not familiar with it already, a lot of users are not familiar. It pushes people away. And again, I want to bring what we're building here to millions of people, right? Not just, Discord is made for gamers, so not just gamers. Telegram is made for chat, but what's made for community? What's made for rebuilding our social construct so that we can, and in a way that's doing it in a decentralized way that's private. You may be thinking, and we could talk about this in the Q&A, there's Nostr, there's Farcaster. I'm happy to answer all questions about all that. It's all related. I'm staying, if that relates, we could talk about it in Q&A. But at the higher level, this was the problem that we were trying to solve. And instead of thinking about the element of blockchain by just starting at the blockchain, we're taking a Web 2.5 approach. And it's been a bit of an awakening for me to go that way. We started very Web 3. As of today, you could only log in with your wallet address, your Bitcoin wallet. Now we're in the iPhone and App Store and Android Store, but I'm proud of it. I think it's the way to go. And by next week, we're going to have email login for people that want to join us. We just want to bring more people in, because I feel like funneling the people in, giving them something to use, giving them their social network based on a wallet address is really powerful. And then we could build amazing things on top of that. So yeah, you can join Console today. We have the Bitcoin Unleashed community. There's a few dozen of us in there. You can check it out at Console.xyz/Bitcoin. And you can join our simple curated chat for this event. For each Console page, you get a community page with events. You can see all the people in your community. And security, decentralization, all of that is top of mind. We're just taking an approach of kind of step by step, like over time, from sufficiently decentralized to wherever we can go. Right now, identity, I think, is that first step in rebuilding that social graph, and so that's really where we're starting. I'm just going to show you what we've built for the community here, and I would love to see you guys join if anybody would like to join. So we have the Bitcoin Unleashed community here. You can see we have the chat, right? But because everybody is a wallet address in here, not only are we creating a social graph that we can export and build on top of, but we can also do things like send everyone a POAP. So if you would like the POAP for the event, as soon as you join Console, we have your wallet address. We can drop that to you. We can drop you rewards. Token gating on Console is as easy as just setting up a role and literally just putting in your smart contract address right there, or putting in your wallet address or whitelist. It's all native, and yeah, there's a lot more that you can do on top of that. So right now we have like over 100 integrations, and we're just going to continue likely integrating Farcaster, Nostr, and a lot of the other platforms. We are the client, so we want to use the protocols, but at the client level, make it easy for people to download in the App Store, iPhone, and just join and just start to build their social graph. Because if we start bringing people to other people, I think we could much more easily bring them all the aspects of finance, SBTC, layer 2s, and all of that. But I think we have to speak the language people speak. So in closing, I promise there's going to be 2 new features that I'm going to share with you today that we're announcing right now that no one's seen. So super excited about this. The first one is the ability to message any wallet directly. For the past few months, we've had a few thousand people join Console, and we've been using our community chat apps for about 100 plus communities that are on Console. But as of today, you can go to any, you can go to me, you can go to any person on here, and you can just choose their name and send them a message. So we have direct messaging, kind of like Telegram that you can do, and have like a one-on-one direct message or group message with people. So I'd love to encourage you to do that. You can message any wallet address, Bitcoin, Stacks, or Ethereum just by looking in here. We're planning to use on-chain data as a way to protect spam, build reputation, and privacy. And so happy to talk more about that, but that's a bit of a wormhole to go into. And so yeah, I would love to see you use this. You can now message any wallet that's joined the site. And the second feature that I'm really excited to launch today is you can share your Web3 identity through your profile page. So we created these pages. These are publicly, you could share the URL. And right now, we're just supporting Stacks and Ethereum. But over the next 2 weeks, we'll allow you to connect multiple wallets and build up your on-chain data. We have a lot more coming here based on your activity And building trust and reputation through on-chain data is really the long play of what we think is possible for building really vibrant social networks that you own. So I said a lot in there. I'd be happy to answer any questions. But I would love to encourage you all to give it a try yourself and give me all the questions you have. Happy to chat one-on-one after this and go from there. But thanks for your attention. I really appreciate it. You guys were super attentive and appreciate your time. Thank you so much. Do you have a question? I don't know if we have time, but yeah, go for it, yeah.
The DMs, are they on-chain or are they off-chain?
Yeah, the DMs, are they on-chain or off-chain, right? We've thought a lot about this. The identity is on-chain. Identity is the most important part of this. So they're not on-chain, yeah. I guess it's like, I want to keep coming back to like, what problem are you trying to solve in the world by putting messages on chain? You know? Yeah. I'm not trying to like, but I'm just trying to like think about this, and maybe I'm missing something, but yeah. But I think the identity is the key. Yeah, Jesse. Yeah, so underneath it, we're using Matrix, which is Frieger's recommendation. So that's a really good question. So we're built on top of Matrix, which has 78 million users. A bunch of governments use it for privacy and security and decentralization. Right now, they're on our server, and we have end-to-end encryption for a select amount of users that we're testing for the next few months. We're going to roll out end-to-end encryption. It's signal protocol, so you will be the only person, you and the parties, to have the key. Over time, because it's Matrix, it's very possible that we can allow you to run your own server and all of that. But I think that all comes for us with just getting user adoption first and then doing that over the next year or two. So, yeah, please. Oh, please, yeah.
I see you integrating ENS. Have you looked at handshake protocol?
I have not. I know I've heard of it, but I don't know much about it. Yeah.
Okay, we'll chat.
Yeah.
So you have lots of similarities to Discord. What is like your go-to or like your top feature that Discord doesn't have that you can bring to the community as well? Yeah,
Console's a community app, so I think of Discord as like a chat app for gamers. With Console, I mean, not only do you own your identity, which I think is really important if you believe in Bitcoin. I think believing in owning your identity is just as important to me. But in addition to the chat, we have the ability to have pages, a blog, events. We're live streaming the event right now in Console. There's a lot more that we can do because of the composable nature. So I'd say try it yourself, and hopefully you have.
I already have. I'm already on the. You just posted my. Yeah.
Oh, you are Marcus. You've been posting all day. I appreciate you. Thanks. Yeah, happy to chat after. I think a lot of we're also in day one. A lot that we are building out is still coming over the next 6 months. So especially our API allowing people to build crypto apps and plugins on top of it. So that's kind of why I'm here and loving to talk with anybody. Well, we're building it, and we're selecting a few projects, so I could talk with you guys after that, to accept to have people build in January. So January, we're opening it up. Right now, we're just kind of getting applications for ideas. Yeah.
We're going for the hackathon on Friday. Can we use your API, please? Seriously.
I'm not sure that we're ready, but let me know the use case, and maybe I can figure something out. Yeah, let me know. Hit me up afterwards. We'll see what we can do. Yeah, we're trying. I think that's all for now, but I'll be out there. We have a little booth. Julia from our team's out there, and just really appreciate you guys' attention and time. Thank you guys for listening and for all the questions. Thank you. Appreciate it.